Algo.
Algo.
The bilingual flavor here. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Geeks That Lift, where we bring you everything from comic books, horror, and of course, the Geekverse. I am one of your hosts, Mark the Freakin' Rican Williams, joined by... that sounded very, I don't know whether it's painful or...
It's painful, man. I'm feeling some pain today. Some pain.
Some pain?
Some fucking just heart pain.
Heart pain? What the fuck?
Just... down in the dumps today.
Oh, God.
Just...
Is it the quarantine fever?
Maybe. Yeah, it could be the quarantine fever. It could be all sorts of stuff. But let's see how we do. Let's see how I do.
Let's go.
Let's see how I do here in this episode of Geeks That Lift. And I am Coconut. And how do you spell coconut? Capital K, lowercase o. Capital K, lowercase o. Hyphen. Don't forget the motherfucking hyphen. Rewind, let's try that again. Coconut. How do you spell coconut? Capital K, lowercase o. Capital K, lowercase o.
Just keep going. Coconut.
Coconut, guys. That's it. You guys are going to have to figure out how to spell it on your own. Jesus Christ-manitely. God damn it.
How many coffees have you had in the past 2 days?
I've had, in the what?
Past 2 days.
In the past 2 days? 5.
Jesus.
5 of these bad boys. Yeah.
It's a lot of stimuli.
Jesus Christ. What's going on, guys? So, you know what? We were basically with all this stuff going on. There was this trickle of news. There wasn't a lot of news going on. So we decided just to do subject episodes. But lo and behold, in the last week, there's been a overabundance, a preponderance. Is that a word?
It is now.
All right. Of news. So we decided on a whim yesterday, we decided to come in and record for you guys a news episode. Let's get into the fucking news. I got a bunch. We'll start off with the freaking Rican. What do you got?
Okay. Word has it. I don't know. Are you a fan or you like anime and stuff like that?
I love anime.
This One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Yeah.
I heard this. Is it rumors or it's factual? They're actually going to make a live action movie.
Sony's going to be making a live action movie of One Punch Man. Which have you ever watched it?
The one anime I really know nothing about is that character.
It's a pretty cool anime. I'm not gonna pretend that I've been like a fan for years. I actually just got into it this year, and I've been binge watching. They got it on Hulu. So they got the series on Hulu. And basically, it's a pretty cool premise. It's this guy who, when he was younger, got into a fight with like a supervillain and got his ass whooped. So he decided that's never going to happen again. And that he was going to train just to be a hero. He wanted to be a hero. And he trained so intensely and got so strong that literally he could destroy anybody just with a punch. One punch man.
Okay.
So, and he turns into a superhero and he ends up fighting all these villains. And he ends up just fucking all these villains up, and he's bored. He's bored because he's just dispensing fucking villains back and forth. But it starts getting better because then he ends up becoming part of a team, and the villains start getting stronger, and some of them give him a fight, and then there's other characters. It's a decent anime.
Okay, I gotta get into it.
It's cool. It's pretty cool. It's kind of slow moving at first, but then it picks up just like anything else.
Yeah.
But anything popular. But this has been popular for a while.
But how do you think that's going to transfer into a live action movie?
I don't know because right now historically, there hasn't been a live action adaptation of an anime, a successful live action adaptation of an anime.
Yeah,
they tried Dragon Ball Evolution, which was garbage. They did
Ghost in the Shell, which didn't really.
Ghost in the Shell,
really,
which was garbage.
Even with Scarlett Johansson, it didn't help.
But yeah, they whitewashed it. I mean,
Yeah.
And plus the story, I didn't even care that Scarlett Johansson played the lead character in Ghost in the Shell, in the Ghost in the Shell movie, but the movie was just boring.
Yeah, the anime is good.
Boring.
The anime is good.
Awesome.
Yeah, but the movie
it's just, as a whole, I wasn't into it. Yeah, I was bored silly, and it made me, I don't know, it just made me mad because it diverted so much from the actual anime.
do you think that can hurt or like the popularity of the anime if the movie comes out and it just sucks horribly?
No,
Like
no, it's still Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's super popular.
Yo,
And
that movie horrible.
And that movie sucked.
Yeah,
That movie sucked. They had Piccolo as the fucking main villain, he was one of the villains early on
in the episodes, yeah.
And or Dragon Ball. And you know, played him, the dude that played Spike.
Yeah, and from Buffy.
From
Yeah.
Buffy.
Yeah.
But then they had the fucking Justin something, the guy who was on Shameless, the first couple seasons on Shameless, as Goku. I was like, what the fuck? And then actually they had the chick Emmy Rossum, who was also on Shameless. She played Bulma on it. Like they had, you know, they had some cool characters in it, but just as a whole, Chow Yun Fat as Master Roshi, he looked nothing like Master Roshi. It was just I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Like that movie sucked. Like I remember I went to the theater to go see it with Morgan, and I got Morgan into Dragon Ball, and it was us and three other people in the theater.
Oh my God.
3 other people in the theater.
This is when it came out new?
When it came out brand new in the theater. We watched it at the Elmwood Regal. And I remember right after the movie, Morgan was super young too. She's like, Daddy, that sucked. Mind you, kids are entertained with anything.
Yeah.
And for her to be like, Daddy, that sucked. And I was like, yeah,
it did.
Yeah, it did. It was just terrible. It was predictable. It was bad. Now, I think because Dragon Ball Evolution did shitty, Ghost in the Shell didn't do well at all. There's been one of my favorite animes of all time. They've been trying to make a live action adaptation of it for years now, and there's been people attached, like Chris Evans, like a bunch of people attached to this, but it's never gotten off the ground. And I don't know if it'll benefit from a live action.
Which one is
treatment.
This one?
Akira.
Oh yeah,
Akira's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. And you know, it's man.
And another live action adaptation from an anime that not too many people probably seen, which didn't hit big numbers. I think it went straight to DVD. For acting, horrible. For action, it was pretty good. Is Fist of the North Star.
They made a live action movie?
Oh yeah, in the 90s.
Don't know about that.
Yep. Vader's in it as a bad guy and everything.
Oh really?
There's one scene where this the guy who's the North Star starts tapping him and smacks him on the head. And he goes, you barely touched me. When he turns around, the guy's fucking head starts fucking
shit.
Like about to explode and shit. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
That's awesome. That's just
pretty cool.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll see. A lot of people went online and just...
It seems to be mixed though.
And poo-pooed the idea.
Some people poo-pooed, but some people actually said it might be a good... Like, it's like you said, it's like 50-50.
There hasn't... It's all going to have to be based on the fucking...
It's going to be a lot of fucking CGI though.
The story... Nobody's made a good anime yet. It's just... Or a live action adaptation of an anime. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not optimistic. So
it makes me wonder if the stories.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it anyway, but
it makes me wonder if the stories are that diverse that it's so hard for them to translate it into a live action. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it has to be that. The stories are so depth, so much going on that to translate it to a live action movie, it just doesn't catch.
Yeah.
They have to make shit up and kind of go their own way with it.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. So, should we just go into like little pieces of news and then go into the big one? I think we'll just start with the big one.
Yeah.
So it's not really that. I mean, it is big, but it's kind of old. So,
but we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it right now. So basically, WWE. I mean, this whole pandemic is just fucking everybody up, and layoffs across the board.
Oh yeah.
Furloughs across the board. Like people are just losing their jobs, and it's sad. It's crazy. But WWE is one of those companies that just they're not immune.
Nobody's immune.
Pun intended.
And they just downsized. Yeah.
So they just laid off and furloughed a bunch of people, a bunch of performers, a bunch of backstage producers, road agents, just everything. A lot. I think it was over 30.
Yeah.
Over 30 people that they that they decided to fire.
One person alone had been with the company for 30 years. 30 fucking years.
No shit.
Yeah, the one ref.
Mike Chioda.
He had been with that company for man.
Isn't that fucked up?
That's fucked up, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
And I get it, but during this time to do that is kind of a dick move. I get it.
Yeah. Kind
of a dick move. And then not only did they lay him off, but they still enforced the no compete clause.
No shit.
For the guys who were on Raw or SmackDown who got let go, they have a 90-day. Anybody that was in NXT have a 30-day.
Oh, okay.
A 30 or 60-day non-compete clause.
Yeah.
So they can't go anywhere. So that's fucked up. These people need to make money too, you know?
Yeah.
I get it, but
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of torn. Okay. This is why I'm a little torn. Only because, you know, we get the everyman, the common man, like you and me, who, you know, pretty much live paycheck to paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we work to make ends meet, have a little bit of extra money. You know, this shit is hitting us hard.
Yeah.
These guys, I'm not too worried about. These guys we're making
if they're
six
smart,
figures,
they've
6 to 7 figure salaries. So, you know,
they should have banked. They should have banked.
But still, it's just, you know, what do you guys think? It's just, let us know. But I got a list here of a lot of the talent that got released. So we'll just go in like one by one. Rusev.
Yeah, but you kind of figured because he was off TV for a while. Eventually,
I haven't really followed it too much, but since Lana's with Bobby Lashley, I figured they were trying to do. Weren't they doing something with Rusev?
They were trying to do a storyline where Lana was with Lashley and Rusev was trying to get back because of the divorce, even though they're still married. But it never caught on. It was such a stupid angle.
Yeah.
It wasn't believable. Believe it or not, it just wasn't. Like, you're watching and I'm like, I don't believe this shit. Like, again, wrestling fans like us, we've seen this story happen so many fucking times throughout history. It's just repeating it. But again,
you couldn't. Man and Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, you couldn't buy into it. You just couldn't buy into it. So they kind of pulled Rusev out. Hadn't had him on TV a lot. Lashley's still been kind of wrestling, but again, he's just not catching on like he was in Impact and everything.
He has the personality of a wet mop.
Pretty much.
My hat has more personality than Bobby Lashley.
Well, it's the same reason they let him go the first time. Yeah. What made you think that he was... Remember, Impact is a smaller promotion. Yeah. A lot of indie guys.
Yeah.
You're bringing them into the WWE with these pretty much top guys with good characters, good mic skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah. Then we got Drake Maverick. Like, I guess Drake Maverick, as soon as he got the news,
dude,
put a video out.
I couldn't watch that Twitter video.
That was sad.
I tried.
That was sad.
You could tell it hit him hard. I had to stop watching and I'm like, oh my God, he started breaking down.
He did.
I was like, wow.
He did. And he's roughly newer. He's only been with the company for a couple of years, right?
I want to say probably like what, maybe 2 max?
Yeah.
About 2 years max.
Because
he was in Impact first.
But yeah, he's fucking, that video, that Twitter video.
Oh my God.
If you guys look it up, Drake Maverick literally put out the most heart-wrenching fucking video after he found out minutes after he found out that he got released. It's just, oh God. Oh, it tugs at the heartstrings.
It does, man.
Oh, look, it's funny. And I'm wearing a heart right there.
With nails in it.
Okay. But all right, next one. This one, I was kind of surprised. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
I'm happy about this one, believe it or not.
Well, you're happy. You're happy for selfish reasons, though.
I'm again. It's fucked up that they let him go. I'm happy because they weren't doing anything with them.
They weren't doing anything with them at all.
Now they can either go to New Japan and get back the status they had, or
go to AEW.
My wish, which I put up on Facebook when I found all this out, is for them to go to AEW and feud with Butcher, Blade, and the Bunny. That would be an awesome fucking feud of tag teams, okay? Mm-hmm. But again, 2 guys that can work, and it just shows you that they didn't really care. They're just cutting anybody and everybody.
Yeah. So, we'll see that. I mean, honestly, that surprised me because you think like with AJ Styles and
they were in the main. They were in the main scene.
They were there. They were they were part of the graveyard match.
Yep.
With Undertaker at WrestleMania. So that surprised me. Leo Rush. I don't know too much about Leo Rush.
See, what's funny because Leo Rush was just getting picked up again into that cruiserweight tournament in NXT.
Oh, okay.
So that for me is shocking because he was getting a second push.
Yeah.
And then they just cut him. So that's weird.
I mean, I have no idea. So this one I'm not surprised of because either this guy doesn't have a personality or he was built up too much in Impact. And then when he was brought on by WWE, either they didn't know what to do with him or they were like, ugh, this guy was just too much or not enough. EC3.
EC3 is a good worker in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Great look, too.
Great look.
Fucking
great look.
Shredded.
Great. I think what hampered him, you always have to have a little bit of a difference from the character you were in one promotion coming into a next. There's got to be a little swing on it. If you look at Stone Cold, let's put Stone Cold as an example.
Okay.
From when he was stunning Steve to when he went to ECW to when he went to WWE, there's a drastic change in all three until eventually he became Stone Cold.
But that's because he wasn't Stone Cold. But I'm sure if he was Stone Cold and that character, that gimmick caught fire, then no matter what promotion, if he would have gotten let go, whoa, pardon me, not the Rona,
Hey.
That he would have played the same character in any promotion he went in.
If you look, okay, let's go more recent. Robert Roode.
Okay.
And when he was in Impact, he was like literally like Triple H talking shit. And when he came to NXT, he switched it up a bit.
The whole glorious.
Yeah, he had to switch up even his interviews, his promos. He had to switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
EC3 had the same character when he was in Impact. And once again, when you're in Impact, you're working with more indie guys. There really weren't any established guys in that promotion. Yeah. So if you cut a good promo against a person who doesn't really have mic skills, wow, that was a good promo. Yeah. You're coming to WWE with guys who they have clinics. You got, excuse me, at the time, a lot of the guys who are on the main roster now were getting lessons in promos from Dusty Rhodes, one of the greatest speakers in history of wrestling.
You're right.
So he's going to get lost in the shuffle if you can't carry that. You know what I mean? So
I see it.
He never really went far. You know what I mean? He never really went that far.
Well, I mean,
he was off. I mean, how many times did you see him on? I mean, you didn't watch, but I didn't see him on any of the pay-per-views. Yeah, I
didn't see him in anything.
Yeah.
Like they brought him on, and then didn't they do like the lottery or the draft? Yeah. And then he came on, and then I think I watched like one match with him. Yeah. And I was like, all right. So it just another thing, just great look. It's just I think who's the guy in AEW that they did the whole angle where he hired Butcher Blade and Bunny to beat the
I know you're talking about MJ.
MJ what?
I forget his name. I forget
Christ.
Yeah, I can't forget
his name. I think that both their gimmicks are almost identical. Yeah. Almost identical.
Rich, cocky.
Yeah. Only this guy does it better. Yeah. With the super scarf. But EC3. All right. This one didn't really surprise me. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, we kind of knew this was. If there was going to be a mass cut, you knew their names were going to be.
You knew that was going to happen. And then also Heath Slater. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. These guys, they've been around for a while.
A long time. I mean, Heath Slater was tough enough, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was tough enough.
Three-man band.
Nexus. Like all that shit. And it's just, I mean, he's been around. All right. He's been around a while. Yeah. So this one surprised the fuck out of me. Eric Young.
I don't think they knew what to do with Eric Young, though.
But he had the sanity
gimmick, which was good. Yeah, the sanity gimmick was good in NXT.
But they could have done something, and that's just the thing with WWE, and where if they're in NXT and they have that gimmick in NXT, isn't NXT where they groom you and they perfect your gimmick, your mic skills, your wrestling, your everything, and then once you're up to snuff, then you get called up. Yeah, doing the same gimmick though, not changing your shit up. It'll be almost like having them building up fucking Velveteen Dream on NXT, and then all of a sudden he goes from this Prince gimmick to I don't know, fucking Rob Zombie gimmick or some other shit or Jimi Hendrix gimmick or some shit, changing that up. You don't do that. You push it. You see what works at NXT, and then just roll with it.
I swear to God, when they were in NXT and they were like top bill on NXT, I thought eventually they'd bring him up to feud with the Wyatt family.
That's what I thought too.
And it never materialized. And by the time they brought him up, it was like, all right,
Yeah, yeah.
But again, it's part of that.
There was
like
no more Wyatt family anyways. And
you said it a couple of episodes ago. It's that NXT curse. What works in NXT doesn't necessarily work on the main roster.
It's fucking weird. The next one, this one wasn't really too much of a surprise. Aiden English.
Yeah,
he's on his way out anyways.
Yeah.
This one, like I was just like hoping because I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand how she's not very good. I don't think she's very good. I don't think she has the look. Not there's anything. I mean, no, there's a certain fucking look. It's just she doesn't have the look. She Sarah Logan. Like, what the fuck was her gimmick? First off,
I have no clue.
I don't know. Was she a cave woman? Was she? I don't understand. Neanderthal woman? Was she an MMA? Was she a fucking loose cannon? Like, what was she?
I have no idea,
what
dude.
the fuck her gimmick was. So that
she came out with the paint and then like all the weird clothes. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever group she's with, she just stood in the background.
The Riot Squad, yeah. She was supposed to be almost the enforcer of the Riot Squad. I don't get it.
I don't understand. This one kind of surprised me, Eric Rowan. But then again, the way they mishandled, what's his face?
Brody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name? Luke Harper. The way they mishandled Luke Harper, I'm kind of not surprised about Eric Rowan. These two, I didn't even know they were still with the company.
I did not know either.
Primo and Epico?
I did not know that. I haven't seen them. I didn't know I thought they had gone months ago, years ago.
Were gone years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know.
I never seen them on any matches, so.
I thought they went the way of Carlito Caribbean Cool. Like, they're gone. Like, that was weird. This one kind of surprised me, but not really. Mike and Maria Kanellis.
I don't know why WWE brought him back, though. Well, Mike first time, but Maria, they brought her back.
They were on Impact.
But they didn't do shit with them from the day they showed up. They didn't do anything with them.
Right. But that's another thing, though, where they went and they pretty much did the same gimmick that they did in Impact, they did in WWE. The whole
kind of,
that, and the other thing. I don't understand. Were they faces or were they heels in WWE?
Heels. They were heels.
In WWE?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, Maria Kanellis just had a baby anyways.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. It kind of surprised me, but not really, because again, didn't see him too much on TV. This one hit home. This one hurt my heart. I can't believe they fucking got rid of No Way Jose.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I love No Way Jose.
No Way Jose was Adam Rose, just with a Latin twist to it.
Dominican Adam Rose.
I mean, you guys really don't have anything. You're just recycling that gimmick and putting a Latin twist on it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Come on. He came down with the conga line. He had, I had it fro envy. He had that big afro and he just fucking salsa right to the ring and diggy. Come on. That was awesome. He was in decent shape. You know, I thought they could do some cool shit with him, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So, no more, No Way Jose.
Adios.
That was so racist too. Like, I think that gimmick was racist. They could have come up with another name for him except No Way Jose.
I think they were trying to tell him where his career was going to go at that point. Okay.
Nowhere, Jose.
Okay.
Oh my God. So this one, I have no idea who this person is. Diona Purrazzo.
I have no idea.
All right.
Probably an NXT person.
This one, this surprised me. Kurt Angle.
I was shocked.
The biggest name.
I was shocked for them to release. There's 3 people that you're about to name that I was kind of shocked that they released, only because they're never going to be in-ring talent again.
Yeah.
But just their help behind the scenes, bringing up the younger generation and helping them, it's invaluable.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked to hear that they let them go, because again, what if another company picks them up and once it's so clear you want to bring them back, but this company's offering them more money, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, you're setting a bad precedent with the talent that's out there that might want to come back.
Yeah.
That you're really not showing any loyalty to them.
Yeah.
That in hard times, you're really not going to watch out for them. You know what I mean? So I was really shocked with the Kurt Angle. Yeah. Really, really shocked.
Super shocked. This one, I didn't even know he was with the company, Shane Helms.
That's another one. The next 3 are part of that 3 that I was talking about.
Yeah, and Lance Storm. Lance Storm was part of WWE. Like, I didn't even know he was in the
Lance Storm joined 4 months ago, came to WWE. He was running a school. He was doing good on his own, not worrying about WWE. They reached out to him to come in as an agent, help the new talent. He's like, all right, I'm going to come in. We got to let you go. Like, what the
done?
But think about it. Okay, Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist. One of the guys to come into the business and learn it the fastest, picked it up like that.
Super quick, yeah.
Shane Helms. You want to talk about somebody who reinvented himself?
The Hurricane.
Yeah, I mean, when he was in WCW, it was just Sugar Shane Helms.
Yeah.
Then he came into WWE, the
He was
Hurricane.
part of 3 count.
3 count, yeah. When he came into WWE, he got a horrible gimmick and made it work.
He did.
And then
He
you
did.
got Lance Storm.
Fucking Lance Storm is a legend.
ECW legend,
He's a
original.
legend. He's a legend. And then I always like this gimmick too. Whenever he was going to cut a promo, if I can be serious.
Yes. Yes. I mean, those guys, dude, would be invaluable to the talent and the knowledge that they have.
Yeah.
To help them out.
Yeah.
It's like I was saying, when I put up my post about this, one of our friends, Wayne, commented that, oh, Kurt Angle's not going to go. I'm like, dude, Kurt Angle in AEW would cause Vince McMahon nightmares and headaches.
Oh, yeah.
Those 3 guys alone become agents in that company.
It's over.
Promos are getting better.
It's over.
In-ring styles are going to get better. Like, dude,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if they never step foot in the ring again. Just their knowledge alone would help.
I mean, there's even more. Billy Kidman.
Another one.
I know.
One of the first cruiserweights. And I mean,
yeah. Mike Rotunda.
Again.
And then this one surprised the fuck out of me. Fit Finlay.
Fit Finlay, who's kind of responsible for the whole women's revolution.
The whole women's division.
Like,
they gave it to him. He turned it around.
He took them, got them to wrestle. Like, no more bra and panty matches, no more swimsuits.
Nothing.
You fuckers are gonna wrestle. That
would surprise the shit out of me. Then we had a couple people that I just didn't even. Pat Buck.
These are probably more backstage producers and stuff like that.
Sarah Stock. No, these are performers.
It's still performers.
Pat Buck, never heard of him. Sarah Stock, never heard of her. Sean Daivari. You know what? I gotta thing. I don't like any wrestlers named Daivari.
Is it because that one wrestler
Daivari
who came to he was a dick. He was a total dick.
Asshole.
He was a total asshole. Total asshole.
Ever since that, I was like, fuck a Daivari.
Dude,
now if you even use the Daivari name, fuck a Daivari. I don't even care if you're good fucking Daivari. You suck.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Because that Daivari, the original Daivari, who did the terrorist angle, did he do the terrorist angle?
Yeah.
With fucking Muhammad Kamin, whatever the fuck his name was. He should have got fired back then too.
He was a total dick.
But yeah, he was a fucking dick. And it just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Me too.
Like when I first saw this guy wrestle, this Sean Daivari, I was like, is that him? I did not like him. Scott Armstrong, I don't know who that is.
Wow, that's one of the refs.
Oh, okay.
One of the Armstrong family, Brad Armstrong's brother.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, he got fired.
Yeah, shit.
And a bunch of developmental wrestlers that, I haven't even heard of, but I guess they were like up and comers. There were a lot more people that got fired, but these were like the names that got fired, the people that people know about. I just went to through the talent, the on-screen talent. A lot more people got let go than that. And, I don't know how to it's not that I agree with what they did, but it's not that I disagree with what they did with the cost cutting, with what they're doing. I mean, with this going on, this has never happened before. This pandemic that we got going on and all this has never happened before.
Exactly.
Where it's affecting. I mean, it started small. It started affecting small businesses like my own, small local businesses, and now it's affecting huge, big corporations.
Yeah.
And I get it more than anybody. I get it. You got to save money. You got to cut costs because you're not making the money you were before, if you're making any money at all.
Well, right now they're only going off of their advertisement revenue from the shows.
Yeah.
That's why they're still doing the SmackDowns, the NXTs, and the Raws. They're not getting the venue income. They're not getting merchandise income. So that's a huge chunk of change that's coming out of their pocket. Once again, like what we said about the movie industry, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand it.
Yep.
Bad timing, but again, like you said, this is unprecedented times.
This has never happened before.
Through a pandemic that's affected every industry.
It's literally been hundreds of years since something like this happened. And it's fucking crazy. But I mean, I get it. Like right now, like the whole thing, I hate to name drop him right now, the man of the people. Peter Vullo, is on his soapbox
about Disney.
About Disney. Disney's losing, upwards of, just in the parks alone, $30 million a day.
That's crazy.
$30 million a day.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay.
Redunculous.
And it's beyond redunculous. And it's just, I get it. And then people are like, oh, people got to eat. Get the fuck out of here, all right? These are people that, again, have huge contracts, all right? They're making 5 to 10 times what you and I make.
Oh, of course, 100%.
In a year. So you'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right. Okay. And chances are that once this blows over, or if we ever get back to normalcy, who knows? Most of these people will get hired back or find jobs
elsewhere. My biggest thing with this, I get why they had to do it, but you could have waived the fucking non-compete clauses. Like shit. Like at least waive that. Let them.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not dicks about it. I'm not saying they're not being dicks about it. They're like, we gotta let you go. But you know what? You can't fucking jump in another promotion right now. Go fuck yourself.
Go sit at home.
You're still ours. Go sit at home.
Go sit at home.
Right? Stay home. Wash your hands. So I don't know. I can't.
It's hard to feel sorry.
I can't be against it or for it. Like I guess I'm like right in the middle. It's I understand.
Exactly.
But they could have done it a little better.
Yes.
Or they could have waived the not compete clause or make the not compete clause shorter than normal. Something. But you know what? Whatever. That's fine. So WWE, Vince McMahon in his brilliance just got rid of a lot of fucking people. A lot of people. But they're still doing the shows. They're still producing the shows. Are they doing it live? They were doing it live now, right?
Yes.
And in the Performance Center and all that. All right. So on to some more WWE news. And I don't know if I want to... I'm just going to throw this out there. This is probably going to be the one and only time that we ever talk sports on this fucking show. All right? Because I'm not a sports fan. He's not a sports fan. And I'm probably going to alienate a lot of you guys. I think sports fans are dumb.
Not what I was expecting at fucking all. Not what I was expecting.
Sorry, man. I think sports are a waste of time. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm going to throw it out there. Is if you sit at home and you watch sports 4-5 nights a week, 3-hour games, just sitting there, you need something else to do.
I have to agree. I find it funny with sports fans. Do you ever notice sports fans when their team makes it to like Super Bowl or they win a championship? They're like, "Hey, we won." I'm like, we won. Were you playing? What number are you? I didn't see you on the field.
Yeah. Like, or you don't. Like, they make the playoffs.
Yeah,
right? And then, they don't make the playoffs. Okay, and they do make the playoffs, and then they lose their spot, and then you're like, man, I'm mad. We lost, man. Well, why are you so mad? Why are you so angry? Were you playing on the team? Even, you know what? Even if you were like the towel boy or towel girl.
Something.
For the team.
Even if you were a water boy.
Water boy. There it goes, water boy or water girl. For it to be like, man, I'm mad. Okay, I understand.
Exactly.
But, you know what? For all you fans out there, they're like, angry. Come on, man.
Calm the fuck down.
Stop it. It's not that fucking serious.
We bounce for the fucking Bills games, and I get people ask me all the time, hey, are you watching the game? No. I don't give a shit.
No.
I'm not here for the fucking game.
Don't watch on it. No, again, I you know what? Again, I'll play the sport. I'll go to a live event. Love going to live events. It's fun. But why is it fun? Because of the drinking. Let's be honest. All it is a party. It's a communal thing. It's a social thing. Everybody gets together. We party. We drink. We watch people throw a ball back and forth because that's all it is, or a puck. When I lived
in New York, I always wanted to go to a Yankees game. Well, again, I grew up mostly watching baseball.
Baseball's the worst.
But I want to go to a Yankees game only because it was Yankee Stadium.
All right.
Yankee Stadium. That was it. I could care less at that time when I was young.
Yeah.
But again, now it's like I see people like, especially like with the Bills. Fuck the Bills. But with the Bills, everybody's like, They win one game in preseason. We're making it to the champ. Motherfucker, slow down. That was one game.
Settle down.
It's preseason. Let's wait for the real season.
Settle down.
Win a couple games. Get what they call the win streak.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Sit your ass down.
All right. So now that we threw that disclaimer out. So in NFL news, and the only reason I'm bringing it up
because it made everywhere.
It returned, not only in my fucking Facebook timeline, actually all my social media timelines blew up.
Ridiculous.
Because of this announcement.
Ridiculous.
And I was like, what the fuck? So former New England Patriots player Rob Gronkowski, previously he retired from football. He decided, got enough rings already, I'm done, on to do other things. So he decided to go to WWE. He ended up becoming the host for WWE. He's only had like one or two appearances.
WrestleMania.
He did a couple of appearances. He hosted the 2-night event for WrestleMania. I think he was on before that though. He did Raw one other SmackDown or something.
And he did one other appearance when he was still playing for WrestleMania.
Yeah, because he's really good friends with Mojo Rawley.
Yeah.
So WWE signed him, and he was I don't know if he was gonna be a wrestler or the fuck he was gonna do, but he didn't really wrestle a match. He was the host for WrestleMania. That was his claim to fame. He ended up winning the WWE 24/7 title at WrestleMania. He actually pinned Mojo Rawley for the belt. So now the news is that he came out of retirement, and because his butt buddy Tom Brady is now the quarterback for, I'm not into sports, but still,
butt buddy.
His butt buddy Tom Brady is now the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gronkowski said, you know what? Because supposedly, I don't know if you told me this or somebody told me this, that Gronkowski always said,
I told you yesterday,
he wouldn't catch for anybody other than Brady.
He wouldn't catch for another quarterback other than Brady.
All right. So now he's signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was pending a physical. He passed a physical. So now he's back in football, in the NFL.
And expect him to juice up a lot. That motherfucker thin.
He's pretty tin. He's pretty tin.
Tin?
He's pretty tin.
Like the Tin Man? Does he have a heart?
Oil. So I guess the way it pertains to the news is he still has the 24/7 title. So people are like, what's happening? What's going on? He has a title. Is he taking it with him? So WWE actually issued a statement on social media. And basically it says, congratulations to Rob Gronkowski, the current WWE 24/7 champion, on his return to football. Per the rules of the 24/7 title, Gronk must defend his championship at all times in any location. He could be celebrating a touchdown pass from Tom Brady anytime, anywhere.
That's ridiculous, but okay.
So what does that mean?
I doubt we're going to see R-Truth run on a fucking NFL.
It's going to be during a fucking backstage thing. I don't see WWE doing an angle with R-Truth. It's got to be R-Truth.
Yeah,
because if you notice, he didn't get fucking fired.
Yeah.
That dude's been with the company for like 80 years.
Yeah.
And looks exactly the same.
Yes.
Fucking K-Quick. So, but what's going to happen? Are they going to do a vignette on ESPN? Is it going to be in the locker room before a game? I don't see that happening. Is it going to be after a game? Is it going to be after they win or after they lose? Like, is Gronk going to be partying at Mulligan's Brick Bar in Buffalo? And then R-Truth is going to come in and fucking pin him at the front door while Jeff is checking IDs?
Hey, Jeff.
But it's just, I don't know what they're going to do. But it's not like, I guess this isn't the first time that the 24/7 title has been on a sports figure, because I guess there was a sports figure, I forgot the name of it, but of the name of this guy who had the 24/7 title, but it wasn't called 24/7. What was it? Wasn't it the hardcore title?
The hardcore title.
And R-Truth pinned him and then got the title back. This was a few years back. But this isn't the first time that this has happened. So with that being said, I'm assuming that Rob Gronkowski signed a deal with WWE for appearances.
Yeah. So
it wasn't like a year contract like most of these guys are getting.
Yeah.
And like Ronda Rousey had, which, not talking about Ronda Rousey. And so maybe he has a couple of appearances left.
Probably.
And they'll work with the NFL to try to come up with some shit. So then finally they'll be like, all right, we had our fun. Go catch your football.
Yes.
Who knows? But yeah, that's what I got in terms of like wrestling news. There's other news. You got anything else?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. We're going to keep this train rolling. Chugga, 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 chugga. Are you running out? Am I skiing or am I like,
I don't know,
jerking off some huge dicks? God damn it. Man, you know what?
It's been nice entertaining you folks for the time that we have been able to do this. A big hook's going to come on and just put us off to the side.
You know what the thing is, too, is that I promised Pat
that you wouldn't do this.
Sorry, white IT guy, that I was going to clean it up a bit.
And there you go.
I tried. I did well. I mean,
we did well, yes.
We've been at this for almost like 45 minutes. And,
yeah.
You know,
I'm shocked it took this long.
Pretty good. I mean, I threw a couple of F-bombs out there and,
Well, the fuck bomb, I mean, we're going to drop the fuck word.
Fuck bomb.
We're going to drop it. It's coming. It's going to come.
We're going to drop that fuck bomb.
For all you people, DC fans, I'm starting to think that HBO Max is going to be worth its price when it comes out.
I'm getting it for free.
Well, fuck you.
I'm excited.
That's a big fuck you for the rest of you, too, that he just threw out there. Okay? That was a big swing dick contest. Right there. Now, Pat, he said he was going to clean it up. I never said shit. Justice League Dark is coming to HBO Max. Now, that makes 2 DC shows that are coming there. They already said that. They already announced the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And now this one. So I'm thinking that's why they canceled the animated division in DC.
Because of the live action?
Because they're probably going to go more towards live action now. Because think about it. They've already got Green Lantern. They're getting Justice League Dark. They can throw a number of characters in HBO Max and have a little bit more freedom.
Yeah. I got wood.
The shit. The second I saw that, I'm like, I'm getting it.
I got dark wood. I'm sorry. I'm back. I can't clean it up. I'm sorry. This is just, it's just not going to work.
When Pat goes to edit this, he's going to be like, yeah, good.
It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work.
We can't censor ourselves.
And you know what? Because I had a conversation with Pat about this. I'm just going to say it one time. Don't say anything right now. I'll tell you all about that after we're done recording.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't help it. In other news, we got or you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not know this piece of news. Or maybe I didn't, I forgot. I don't know. It pops back up. Chris Hemsworth is playing Hulk Hogan in a biopic movie?
A biopic, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Come on. I can kind of see it. He's going to have to bulk up like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like get that smooth, muscular look. He's pretty jacked.
He's jacked, but he's going to have to get a little.
He needs that Hulk Hogan physique.
Yeah. I can't remember if we've ever discussed this on any previous podcast.
No.
Or anything, but I guess he's excited to play it. He's been watching a lot of WWE stuff, and he's enamored by the WWE world. So I'm like, wow, okay.
Listen, you know what? I like Chris Hemsworth, so I think he's a funny dude. I think he's very good looking.
Man crush.
That's a good looking dude right there. And I honestly, I'm not so much interested in him. I want to see who they cast as the other 80s era wrestlers. Yeah. I want to see who they're. I want to see who's going to be Brutus Beefcake. I want to see who Macho Man's going to be. I want to see who I don't know. Greg the Hammer Valentine, Ricky Steamboat, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah.
I want to see Eric Bischoff. I want to see Kevin Nash.
Who's going to play? Who's going to play Vince McMahon?
Who's going to play Vince McMahon? Like who's going to play? I want to see who they're going to get to play all these other roles.
Yeah.
Like are they going to get no name actors or are they going to get named people for this? Now is the biopic? Is it? I'm not sure. Is it going to be for a streaming service or is it going to be wide release in the theaters? I'm
not sure on that. They haven't really released that.
It was going to be a Netflix movie.
Really?
But I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, I haven't read about it. This is the first I'm hearing about this shit.
Yeah.
That I can remember. I'm like, okay, Thor's playing Hulk Hogan now. Yeah, all right, yeah. Okay.
I'm down. That's fine. That dude's dreamy. But Hulk Hogan isn't dreamy. I wonder how he's going to get the dimples because Hulk Hogan's got the dimples.
Yeah, but
see these dimples?
I'm sure they'll work some movie magic.
They will. And that handlebar mustache. I can't wait.
Ugh.
Bald.
They're gonna have to bald him.
They're gonna have to bald him and give him the crown, the blonde crown of hair. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. In other news, also, We got actually two pieces of the same news. So we finally got a title for Venom 2. So Venom 2, the title is Let There Be Carnage.
Okay. A little long, but
I like it. I like it. Of course, the internet being the internet, you know, all you lovely guys out there and girls and animals.
animals, okay.
And beasts.
All you cats and dogs.
All you
cool kitties.
all you cool cats and kittens. I guess, I don't know, the people, it's divided. Half the people like it. The other people were like, man, the title's too long. We wanted to be called Maximum Carnage. Cool title. It's based on a storyline, a Carnage storyline. Maximum Carnage is cool, but
we get it.
Stop being a crybaby.
It's what you want, but you don't fucking work for the company. So shut the fuck up.
You don't know what you want. We know what you want. You don't know what you like. We know what you like. Let there be carnage. So that got released. Then Tom Hardy, on his Instagram account, he unveiled the logo. Have you seen it?
I saw it, yeah, earlier.
It's cool. It's cool. You see the Venom, the logo from the original movie, and then it was like highlighted in red, and then on the bottom, like little by little in red. Well, not in red, but like the silver and red. It was like let there be, and then carnage, and then carnage turned red. It looked cool. It looked really cool. It was like a 5-6 second unveiling, but I like it. I dig it. I can't wait to see it. They finished filming it, right?
Yeah, that wrapped. That wrapped all before this.
Over.
Yeah.
But that's not coming out till next year anyways. You got anything else?
Oh, shoot, man, shoot.
Okay. Well, there's a thing, you know, like how like with everything going on and how bored people are doing like a lot of challenges. People are doing a lot of lists.
Yeah.
People are doing all sorts of stuff. You know, a little, you saw the other day, I did that stupid t-shirt handstand challenge.
Which was, yeah.
That's not going to see the light of day. I did it. It took me 2 tries, but I did it. Yeah, that was hard. So people are doing, little challenges. They're doing TikTok shit. People are giving like lists. One of the big lists that has been trending are people are asked to list out top 5 perfect movies.
Ooh.
Absolutely perfect movies. So, yeah, it's a tough list.
That is a hard list.
That is a hard fucking list. And people have been throwing out all sorts of movies. Now, the piece of news that I'm throwing out there is there's one movie that started trending on Twitter and on social media because a preponderance, I'm using that word again, of people have been throwing this movie in their list.
What movie is that?
The Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah. Think about it.
Not what I was expecting, but okay.
You know what? And it was funny. It's not what I was expecting either. But then when I sat down and thought about it, I mean, Dark Knight was a pretty perfect movie.
It was a good movie, yeah.
For it being a comic book movie, a comic book movie based in reality, in real life.
Yeah,
like it's just, it wasn't Batman Begins. It was the middle movie of the trilogy.
Yep.
It was a sequel to Batman Begins, prequel to Dark Knight Rises. But I mean, you had Christian Bale, who again, Batman, like that fucking voice is. Ugh. But other than that, I mean, there was nothing wrong with that movie. Heath Ledger as a Joker, who still people are just like, that's the Joker. That's the Joker. Like for a lot of people, Heath Ledger's iteration of the Joker is the best one that have come out ever. So, I mean, yeah, you had Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent.
Yep.
We had Two-Face in there. I mean, it's just the story was cohesive. It was believable. It was yeah. I mean, it was entertaining.
You know what my issue with throwing that movie out there. Not that I'm a like stealing his phrase, a movie snob, but I think it's a little easy to pick one of those like a comic book movie and stuff like that. Because again, it could be perfect depending on which who's looking at it and how you're describing the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like when the movies come, I thought you were gonna say something like The Godfather or something like that, or like Gone with the Wind, Wizard of Oz, like these movies that are known to be like classic.
These are iconic movies.
Like
They're iconic classics.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. But when they said the Dark Knight, I'm like, okay. It just makes me wonder if people actually are getting like to make up these lists. Are you actually watching movies, or are you like, because if you and I sat in a room full of the normal geek, half the movies that you and I have seen growing up, these people are like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the thing, and that's why this thing is catching fire on social media, because not everybody agrees. So yeah. I just like it only because I get to see the list and I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. No. You know, you'll agree, you disagree. You know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Yep.
But it's just, and it's one of those things too, where this is one of those like challenges, if you want to call it that, where actually people aren't like negative about it. Like they're not like, oh, what do you mean The Dark Knight? That movie fucking sucks. And like, no, it's just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I got, you know, I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't know if I ever mentioned. Did I ever mention what my favorite movie of all time is?
Yes, you did. You people will be shocked to find this out.
Now, I think this is a perfect movie. It's not what you guys think. Now, we're gonna throw this out there, okay? We all know my preferred genre of movie, okay? Look at that right there. What does that say? There it is. My t-shirt says it. Oh, it's funny that I wore a t-shirt to prove a subject that I was talking about, to prove a point. Okay, so I think there's a lot of perfect movies out there, okay? There's a lot of imperfect movies out there. For me, a movie, this movie, I think is a perfect movie. And because it's a perfect movie, it's my favorite movie of all time.
Shocking.
I'll give you guys 5 seconds to think about it. Ponder. Okay, it's not a horror movie. It's not a drama. It's not an action movie.
It's not a comic book movie.
It's not a comic book movie.
So, that's it. It's going to be out there. You guys are not going to guess this shit.
Okay? Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
Oh, okay. Have you guessed?
Have you guessed? No? Maybe?
Here it comes.
When Harry Met Sally.
I was as fucked up as you people were when he told me this.
Think about it, okay? If you guys have seen the movie, think about it. If you guys haven't seen the movie, before you go, what the fuck? Watch it.
Now, as from what he's talking about, as far as a movie that obviously goes by one of your biggest beliefs, but that has a story in the beginning, middle, and end, and culminates at the end. It doesn't leave you guessing, doesn't have a stupid finish, doesn't have a finish to please everybody. I agree on that. I 100% agree. And this is why I say as people like us that, again, it's what's the phrase that I'm using? We're fans of the art of movie telling, of storytelling, of movie making. We grew up in an era where we didn't have all the flashy CGI and shit like that. So the story of the movie had to fucking drag you in.
Yeah.
That's why I agree with that movie is a very good movie.
I love it.
Okay. Most people won't agree, but watch it for that premise. Try to find another movie that has that kind of a story, that kind of a flow to it from the beginning, the middle to the end, and give you a satisfying ending. Because most movies are good, but we can always pick apart what act. The beginning was kind of the middle act. Act 3 was we can always do that.
Yeah.
In a movie, if you're watching closely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have to agree with you.
Directed by Rob Reiner in the 80s, starring Meg Ryan, Billy Crystal. Like, it's just a good movie. Carrie Fisher's in it.
Yep.
Bruno Kirby's in it. I mean, it's I just can't. I love the movie. I love the movie so much. It's a great movie. I think it's a perfect movie. On top of that, I think I'm a little biased because, again, the first time I saw the movie and like I really, really watched it and appreciated it, I think it's because a lot of the beliefs and a lot of the things that Billy Crystal says in the movie, with Harry is, Billy Crystal's Harry and Meg Ryan's Sally. is how I feel.
I'm 100%.
Like a lot of the shit that he says, I'm like, oh my God, I think that way. Oh my God, I've said that. Oh my God, that's me. And like, it's like, you know, I'm a little fucking Jewish fro hair comedian. But yeah, it's just, you know, the whole premise, you know, males and females can't be friends without the sex getting in the way, all that other stuff. It's just, and then how they met. It's a wide expanding story too. Told, what was it, like 6 years, 12 years, or was it 12 years? I think that's what it was, 12 years. But yeah, it just goes through the timeline, and you get to see the relationship evolve from, you know, they went to New York City from college. They just met. They hated each other. Then they met each other again a few years later. Then they still didn't like each other. Then they made each other again. Then they become friends. Then they're friends for a while. And then, spoiler, the movie's almost 40 years old. Yeah. They end up getting together at the end. But it's such a good movie. It's a perfect movie.
The storytelling in it is like fucking awesome.
To me. No, to me, it's a perfect movie.
It's a perfectly told story. Yes.
It's my all-time favorite movie. All right. Don't judge.
Some people are judging.
Watch the movie
people
first.
Are judging the fuck
Don't
out of you.
Judge.
People are judging the fuck out of you.
When Harry Met Sally, Blu-ray or 4K HD, because and on top of that, it's in my hometown. The whole movie is filmed in New York City.
Yeah.
In Manhattan. Oh, come on. Soundtrack by Harry Connick Jr. It had to be you, because my voice sucks. But watch it. Before you judge and get judgy, watch the movie, When Harry Met Sally. I love it. But yeah, so back to what we were talking about, The Dark Knight is trending because people are putting it as a perfect movie. And I agree. It's damn near a perfect movie.
Yeah.
It is. The only flaw, like I said, is Christian Bale's voice as Batman. That's it. What do you got?
Okay. Getting off the Harry Met Sally train. Underworld, which I think they did way too many movies of.
Yeah.
Part 1 was good. Part 2 is kind of...
That last Blood Wars one.
That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's actually coming to Netflix as a show.
Okay.
They're bringing it to Netflix as a show. I'm interested to see how they're going to do it. Please use the formula of Part 1.
I'm on board.
Part 1 was, for me, it's the favorite, it's the best out of all of them.
Vampires versus the Lycans, all that stuff.
I don't know. They did, after a while, it just kind of fell off the rail there. They were just throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and to see what sticks. It got too much.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I love Michael Sheen in it, though.
Yeah.
As the head Lycan.
Yep.
That was cool. And then they did the spinoff with him.
Yes.
Where he was the good guy. And then, because he was the bad guy in the first one. But yeah, okay. Underworld. Did they say what network?
Netflix.
Oh, so it's Netflix.
It's going to Netflix, yeah.
All right. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm down. Speaking of Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
Which I haven't had because I don't do Apple products. I do
Black phone.
I do black.
I always bet on black.
I don't do Apple stuff because I'm not one of those cultists. See? Sheep. Bah, bah. He's Apple sheep. Bah. On Apple TV Plus right now, I guess, they did a reboot. Fraggle Rock.
Oh, yes. I heard about that.
Dun, 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 dun,
down at Fraggle Rock.
Work your cares away. Running for another day. Let the Fraggles play.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
Bow, bow. And then what were the little fucking green things?
Oh, doodles? Were they doodles?
Dozers,
I think. There was something that they would make those construction. The Fraggles kept fucking eating them and shit.
Yes. Because they were part of the theme song too.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I probably fucked up the whole theme song, but you get the gist of it. But Fraggle Rock is back. Yes, I guess they're doing like 12, 15-minute episodes.
Okay.
And they're releasing a new one every week.
That's good. Yeah, that's awesome.
On top of that,
bring a little flavor from back in the day.
I was telling you about it. And also, they did a reboot. They did a 5-episode reboot of Amazing Stories.
Yes.
Have you watched it?
I haven't watched any of them yet.
Coño, man.
Dude, you just got me onto Ozark, which...
Yeah, Ozark is...
Shit.
I mean, you got in the bandwagon late, but it's no longer number 1 or number 2 on Netflix top 10. But yes, Ozark is the shit. Ozark is the shit.
Every episode, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch like one episode. I ain't go down that rabbit hole. And every episode leads it. And I like the way they do the beginning, that every picture in the beginning has something to do with what's gonna happen in the episode.
Yes.
Every little, so I'm like, Brittany and I are watching.
It took me a few episodes to figure it out.
Me too. Me and Brittany too. Like me and Brittany watch. I'm like, okay, we got to look for shit now.
A hamster, a ladder, a syringe, and a car. All right.
Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah. But Amazing Stories, man. It's only 5 episodes.
Okay. And this is on
Apple TV Plus. Oh, it's so fucking good.
You're okay.
It is so good.
Wait a minute.
And they do the theme song and the cool thing about the title credits.
How did you watch it if you don't do Apple?
Do I have to play my hand here? Illegal downloads.
Oops.
I watched it on my handy dandy Android phone.
It's an Apple thing, but he's watching it on a Samsung.
It's a show. Amazing Story. You remember Amazing Stories?
Of course, I remember Amazing Stories.
Younger? Like, oh my God. I think it only went 2 seasons.
Yes, it only went 2 seasons.
And it had like 12 or 15 episodes each
remember,
season.
That was the time when they had all those anthology shows. Everything was like that was from the dark side.
The cool thing about this Amazing Stories is just like the old show. I think the old shows were 30 minutes and this one is an hour.
Oh.
Each episode, but it's only 5 episodes. And man, it's one of these shows too where every episode is a different story.
Okay.
Which are amazing. See what I did there? The first story got me hooked right away.
Okay.
The second one, I was like, all right, it was okay. It was, the third story brought me back. The fourth story was okay. And then the last story, I was like, all right, can't wait to see more. But it's good, man. It gives you the same feelings. Like it's a feel good fucking series. And it's produced by Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
Produced the first one, the original one. I love the title sequence for this season, because if you watch it, it's kind of like the old one, but it doesn't have like the flying books or shit. But if you watch the title sequence, you'll know what's up in the episodes.
Okay.
Because they throw little Easter eggs during the title sequence of every episode. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, if you have Apple TV Plus or you don't, and you can find it some other way,
roundabout way,
check it out. I haven't watched Fraggle Rock, but Amazing Stories is the shit.
I'm liking here in the Geeks That Lift afterthought is that everything that was old, outdated, is now becoming new.
Yeah.
And in mode again, if you want to say popular again, like Fraggle Rock. Whoever thought they brought that shit back? You know what I mean?
Not I.
I mean, that for us back in the day was like the shit.
And it was, and a lot of people watched Fraggle Rock, but then some people didn't. If you were poor and couldn't afford cable TV because it was on HBO, then you didn't get to watch Fraggle Rock. You'd have to go to your friend's house
to watch,
whose parents were making the scoots. They had the HBO, and then you had to go and watch it. And then that was the days before DVRs and streaming and all that. So you had to show up at the house right when it showed, right when it was going to play, 8 o'clock.
If not, you had to wait a whole week, because it's not like today where you missed it today, well, you can watch it tomorrow. No, you had to wait a week or more before they played that fucking episode again.
Yup. So there you go. I got one more piece of news. You have anything?
Yes. Give me 1 second, because my phone keeps fucking. I'm gonna start writing it down like you do.
Yeah. So while you're going through your phone, I'm gonna eat my ice.
On the CW, Kate Cassidy, who is claiming that she's 100% positively sure that the title of this show is just stupid. Green Arrow and the Canaries is going to be picked up by the CW. With the way that The Flash, Supergirl have been going, and Batwoman, CW, I think you've hit your... I think you peaked.
Downward spiral now.
I think you peaked. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but I think you peaked, man.
I'm eating ice.
I can tell. We can hear the crunch.
Okay. Loved Arrow.
Yes.
The whole series. First episode all the way to last episode. Seen it. Liked it. Everything. I had a problem with this last season, and actually part of the season before that, where they were trying to shoehorn and try to do this alternate storyline with their kid who ended up becoming a Green Arrow and the girl, whatever the fuck her name was, and them making this other show. And basically trying to manipulate us into going, all right, well, let's see. Okay, I like this storyline. All right, I like this future storyline. All right, Arrow's over. Fuck. Now what? Oh, they're doing a spin-off. And it's the future time with the new Green Arrow. All right. You know what? I'll tell you something. I wasn't invested in those storylines. This last season, when most of it was like in the future, I was like, you know, with Connor Hawk and that chick, I forgot her name already, and you know, just the Deathstroke guy, and so it's just it's like a bad version, a bad live action Teen Titans Go. Yeah.
Well, it's similar to what you said. I remember one time you said about you hate movies that have so much confidence in themselves that they end it with like, we're going to do a sequel.
We're going to do a sequel and you're going to see it.
Like the movie, the last Predator that came out. Horrible movie.
No, it wasn't.
I did not like that movie.
I liked it.
Okay. Just so weird. So much going on and the story was really, really short. And then of course they ended it with like, we're going to do a sequel. I'm like,
they didn't.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And that's what this. So like, oh, we're going to do so good and you people are going to be invested in all of our shows that we're going to start planting the seeds. Well, that would have helped if your other shows didn't take a shit. Because Batwoman, let me tell you, from episode 1. Horrible. I'm sorry. So I was on that page with stop fucking, you know, hitting on this chick and like let her act. Let's see how she does. I was on her. I was all on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Until the first episode.
Listen, man. I agree. I was on it too with what's her name? Ruby Rose. Yes, Ruby Rose is Batwoman. People were like, oh no, she's not gay enough or whatever. And I'm like, oh, come on, stop it. Just let her, you know, she made her couple movies. She was on Orange is the New Black. Yep. She did decent. Give her a chance. Yeah. Jesus Christ. This is one of these things where I'm like, wow, the naysayers were right.
Yes. Which doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen hardly ever.
But to all
you guys were right.
To all you people who bitched about it,
Batwoman sucks.
Thumbs up. 2 geek thumbs up.
Batwoman sucked ass.
That show is horrible. Horrible.
So, all right, you know, touche. But you know what? I don't. You really think the Flash and Supergirl are going down?
Oh yeah. But what else can they do with the Flash? They keep doing these storylines that it's almost like recycling every season. It's like the previous season. I get what you're doing. Yeah. You want to tell one long continuous story, but you got to throw something else in to keep people interested because they're still fucking fighting the same shit they were fighting in season 3. Still going on with the same shit. I'm like, you have to evolve the story at some point.
Okay.
With Supergirl, I don't know. It just lost its flair and it's something, man. And like I said, it sucks because when I was wrong, John Cryer as Lex Luthor was awesome. Mm-hmm. You know, and just when he came in and I started liking his character, the show went and took a shitter, man. It's like, fuck.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I still like The Flash. I like Supergirl. So, all right.
Let's see what happens. I know they still they still have a Superman and Lois show coming.
Superman and Lois show coming out. Yeah.
They got the Stargirl show that's going to be coming.
Yep. Which I'm not excited for.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen there
at all. So we'll see. I have, let's see, one last piece of news. It's Chris Pine is in negotiations to start in the Saint reboot.
I wasn't even a fan of the original. Well, it was a show, then it became a movie with Val Kilmer.
There was a couple movies.
Yeah, Val Kilmer played the original. Yeah.
And then, but no, before that, Roger Moore played the Saint also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So James Bond himself.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I guess with this, he's going to be in the Saint reboot. He's going to be playing the lead character, Simon Templar. Paramount, it's with Paramount Pictures. They hope to turn this movie into a long-running franchise. So
please don't.
It's one of those, like, you know, I understand that it's business and what you want to do is you want to make an IP that you can mass produce and make multiple pictures and multiple sequels for. But that's the thing that kind of bothers me, is that it's no longer, a good story. Somebody makes a really good script for a really good movie, and then they bring it to the studio, and the studio was like, wow, this is dynamite. Let's make it. Let's put it into production and see how it does. We think the audience will like it. No, now it's, you get a really good script. They take it to the studio goes, wow, this is a really good script. How can we make 6 more of these? If this one does well, how can we set up a franchise? How can we set up a tentpole? Like, it's stupid. It's like it's movies by committee, which I'm not a fan of.
And the biggest thing that gets me with that is the universe that started it all. Of course, everybody knows Star Wars. Star Wars started the whole thing with the franchise theme going.
Yeah.
But that was meant to be from the start.
Yeah.
When that movie was written, it was so much into it that they had no choice but to break it up into 3 different movies.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, that's when people say, "Oh, sequel." No, it wasn't a sequel. It was a trilogy from the start.
Yeah.
Okay. They had always planned part 1, part 2, and part 3.
Yeah.
The others after came with discussion that they created a more.
Yep.
But like franchises like the Fast and the Furious, some movies are good. They're entertaining. But to begin, like, I would have been happy with just one of them, with just the first one, and that's it.
Honestly, I'm one of those people. I'm a Fast and Furious fucking fan. Like, I like the way the movies evolved from a street racing movie
to like spies and shit.
They're basically spies. That drive muscle cars. I like it. You know what? It's mindless fucking action. Bullshit popcorn movie. I'm all for it. Mind you, the last 3-4 movies I haven't watched more than maybe 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see them in the theaters and I'm like, that was an awesome movie. And that's it. I'm good. I'm good till the next one comes out in a year or 2. So
okay,
I'm okay with that.
Another one because you're on that. Triple X.
What about Triple X?
When they tried to make a franchise out of that shit.
Well,
the first one wasn't that great. I'm sorry.
The first one wasn't that good, but then Vin Diesel was still in that mode. He was in Jim Carrey mode, where Jim Carrey obviously rose to prominence and got super famous from Ace Ventura.
Yes.
All right. Then he was contractually obligated to make Ace Ventura 2 When Nature Calls.
Yes.
He only did that because he was contractually obligated. Jim Carrey said he would never make a sequel to any of his movies. And I mean, if memory serves, I don't think he's made a sequel to anything
except for Ace Ventura.
That's it. Vin Diesel wanted to do the same thing. Vin Diesel made movies and was like, all right, I'm just going to do the first movie and I'm not making any sequels. His stock rose. Then it was like, and then he was like, all right, maybe I shouldn't be making sequels. So, like, if you think about it, in the Fast and the Furious, he was in the Fast and Furious in the first one. Second one wasn't him.
He wasn't in it.
Second one, what was Fast and Furious 2? It was the one where they had it was Paul Walker.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious with Paul Walker and Tyrese. Introduced Tyrese's character.
Yep.
No Vin Diesel.
Nope.
Then they were like, all right, where's the story going to go now? Then they did Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
But that's when the end credit scene at the end, Vin Diesel came back. That was like the surprise.
Yeah.
They were like, oh shit. And then that's when it just turned into what it is now.
Yep.
So he smartened up. He knows you know where your fucking bread's buttered, buddy.
He did the same thing with the Pitch Black franchise.
Yes, the Riddick series. Yeah.
Riddick, yep.
And because that was the same thing. Pitch Black. He wasn't planning on doing anything with that.
Yep.
But he loved the story. And once he was like, maybe I can make some money off of making multiple sequels to this. I mean, mind you, in his defense, he loves the Riddick character.
Yeah.
And he loves that whole story. And he wants to make more movies. But I mean, nobody's going to go see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I love Pitch Black, though. But it's just I'm tired of the whole movies by committee, these big name movies with these big studios. They're all I get it. You're trying to make money, but fuck, man, just go. Let's give this script a shot and see how it does. If it does well, like they did with movies back in the 80s.
Yeah.
If it does well, wow, Caddyshack's doing well. Let's do Caddyshack 2. Only based on that. Short Circuit did well. Let's do a Short Circuit 2.
Didn't do so great.
Didn't do as well. I mean, those sequels didn't do as well as
the originals.
As the originals, but still, based on the strength of how the original performed, then make a sequel. Don't go and be like, all right, well, this is a good script. We're going to make this movie, but we're going to manipulate it so that we can make multiple movies if this one does well.
And a lot of times it rarely, I mean, there's a reason why there's only one E.T. There's a reason. There was never a sequel. E.T. comes back home. There's a reason they never did a sequel to that.
Back home in that commercial?
He did, which was pretty fucking cool.
Oh my God.
Pretty fucking cool.
Heart hurt. My heart hurt so much. I listen, I teared up a little bit watching that commercial.
It was a pretty fucking cool commercial though.
So good.
But again, it's like you said, I mean, Caddyshack, awesome classic movie. Then part two, it was a funny movie, but I wouldn't consider it on par with part one.
It didn't have a lot of the people that made the first one so good.
Chevy Chase was the only one in it.
Yeah,
that's it.
They
from
had
the original.
Jackie Mason or not Perry Mason.
Yeah, Jackie.
Jackie Mason was like the lead character.
Robert Stack was in it.
Yes.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yes. You know, and like the same thing, like Gremlins.
Yeah.
Did well.
Yep.
And then they came out Gremlins 2, which who knows?
I think in that, as far as the 80s go, the only one that I can think of, the movie that came out did better than the original was Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 1 did good. Ghostbusters 2 came out and it did better than Ghostbusters 1.
Did it?
Yeah. Ghostbusters 2 did phenomenal. Ghostbusters 2 is good. Trust me, Ghostbusters 2 did good, dude.
Really?
Wait a minute. In its first run, remember, the reason why Ghostbusters 1 did well was because it was in the theaters, they removed it, and then they put it back. Because I saw it in its second release in the theaters.
Oh, okay.
Because at the time,
weekend.
No, at the time we were in North Carolina visiting family members. Mm-hmm. So we had a choice, Ghostbusters or Gremlins. So we wanted to see Gremlins. So we went to see Gremlins. Then when we got back to New York, we started watching other movies and stuff, go to the theater, see other things. Ghostbusters out of the theaters. When they brought it back, my mom's like, I want to see the movie. Come on, let's go. And that's when we saw it in its second screening. Ghostbusters 2 did the same numbers, a little bit better in its first screening. And they didn't re-release it. It just did good in one showing. It did good.
Huh. Interesting.
So
I did not know that. I mean, I'm going to have to do some fact checking on that, but I did not know that. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, I mean, this was going to be a short episode, but it looks like it's not.
Nope. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know.
What else do you guys have to do?
Yeah, seriously. You know, you're home, you're bored, you're growing a beard.
Have you noticed?
Was it hard trying to figure out who was who? Who was Coconut and who was the freaking Rican?
That's racist.
No way, Jose. All right, that's it, guys. That's all we got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This will be coming out in a few days. Probably, and then that's it. If you guys have any guys, here we go. I was doing so well. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything for the couple of Zeeks here. What's a Zeke? Zeek. Check out the Urban Dictionary. Third definition. Then you'll see. You'll be like, oh, those two are a couple of Zeeks. You can reach us at geeksthatlift@gmail.com or all the social medias. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. Comment. Anything. Friend request. We throw extra shit out there, especially Twitter and Instagram. Facebook, we're working on it.
Yeah.
And then also we are on the Beefmaster Network on YouTube. Now, when you go on the Beefmaster Network on YouTube, get in there, check this video out, which you're obviously checking out right now because you're watching us. Like, comment, share. If you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button, and then right next to it, hit that bell. Why do you hit that bell? Because every time a new episode of Geeks That Lift drops, you get a little
just like that. That's the sound it's going to make.
That's the sound it's going to make. Like a dying cow. And then whoop, we'll pop up on whatever device you use, whether it be your phone, your TV, your laptop, your computer. Actually, do people have home computers? Yeah.
Your
home computers, your Mac. what was the old with the Macintosh?
Macintosh.
Your Macintosh computer that had the handle on the top, like that we have up there. Oh,
Macintosh.
So you guys can't see it. Sorry, but yeah, drop us a line, like, comment, share, subscribe. That's all we got. All right, guys. So for the Geeks That Lift, I am Coconut, followed by
the Freaking Rican.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace. Very good. Very, very good.
Is this good for you?
Oh, wow.